Hello, I'm David Sibbitt, your facilitator today, and we're going to be doing our meeting planning for this upcoming meeting that our design team was asked to develop. And I'm going to be using a graphic guide from the Grove called the Meeting Startup Guide to kind of help us with our work. And I want to just spend a couple minutes explaining it so that we'll know how to work with it. What we're going to do right off the bat is figure out what the name of the meeting is and call it something so that when people walk in the room and we've printed it out here, they'll know what the task is, what the major focus is of the meeting. The next thing we're going to do is look at the outcomes for the meeting and really make sure we know what we want to get at the end of the journey. And so we'll brainstorm and then we'll do a very nicely laid out set of outcomes. You may notice the metaphor here of the river raft. This meeting is going to be kind of a nice experience, kind of exciting for people. And the key thing is that they know where they're headed down here. So this metaphor will kind of help people get oriented. The next thing after the outcomes is we'll spend some time working on the agenda. And I prepared just some basic times that we can use and fool with. But we'll generate ideas for the meeting on sticky notes, and then we'll rearrange them. And when we get our agenda set, we will then write it in this space here so that when we actually start our meeting, this chart will be used to present the agenda. The final thing we're going to do is look at roles and rules. So we'll figure out what our roles are going to be, what my roles are going to be, the sponsors and other people, and have them illustrated here. And then some ground rules for the meetings, things like no cell phones or everybody participate, no one dominate, attack ideas, not people, things like that. Whatever you feel in your organization would be helpful in making the best and most productive meeting. Just for your own interest, you might notice this particular guide framework, if you add these letters together, O for outcomes, A for agenda, R for roles, and R for rules, spells ORS. So one of the things we're trying to do with this format is have people run more productive meetings by getting their outcomes or agenda, roles, and rules straight, and we call those the ORs. So thank you for coming to the meeting, and let's get started.